My friends, we have for you today how to shoot like a baller, the basic ways how to shoot, and the 3 to 5 other ways you can do it like a pro. Let's go. All right, guys, so how to shoot correctly. This is very important because accuracy over power. That is what you need. Technique and your foundation is very important. Boom, if we go to have a look at the proper setup for a shot, most of you guys are right-footed, so we'll go like this. First things first, when we go to shoot, we want to approach the ball not straight on. Take a few steps to the side, keep the ball out at an angle, all right? We approach the ball like this. The very first thing we do, place our standing foot right here. Then head down. You know where the goal is. The goal's not gonna magically appear over there, all right? Once we're here, tighten our stomach, lean a little bit over the ball, lift our leg up, lock our ankle, all right? Lock it. Point your toes down. Keep them there. This is the money zone, people, right here, okay? That's where we strike the ball, at least for this first one right here. So we come in. After we do all that, boom, we strike the ball, keeping our toes down, ankle locked, and land on your kicking foot. All right, that's the basic way to shoot. And you guys won't see this go right into the upper 90.
Simon Südel hat ihn am Mikrofon.
All right. Perfect, okay? You don't need to look up until the ball is already on its way into the back of the net. You probably thought this is gonna be one of those tutorials where they tell you not to shoot with your toes. Nope, this is Goluremi, my friends. We teach it all. Which means you have to know how to toe poke. Why? Because it's useful sometimes. And there are all the comments, oh my God, is this a tutorial about toe poking? We made a toe poke tutorial. Yes, it is. All you guys that are complaining about it, you don't know when to use it. So shut up and learn, all right? Toe pokes are useful. They are useful because when you're in this position, and we're gonna show you Ronaldo's goal in 2002 World Cup against Turkey, if you're dribbling, I'm doing all of this stuff, I don't have time to go, okay, can I tap it to the side and have a perfect shot like this? No, you don't, all right? You're dribbling, you maybe do this. There's nothing to the toe poke besides recognizing when to use it, which is right here where I am on the goal. As I move to the side, you guys will see that the goal is right here. You get this close, no one cares about your form. Put the ball in the back of the net. That's it, you're done.
Gilberto Silva to Ronaldo. Ronaldo for Brazil. Oh, what do you say about that? His 6th goal in the tournament. And even Rushdu could do nothing.
All right, so now for one of everybody's favorite, it's the new fad, it's the new one to the game, the knuckle. All right, we're gonna call this the mini knuckle because I don't want you guys blasting the ball a million miles over the goal. Here's all you need to know about the knuckle, all right? Most of the power is really gonna be coming from your hips. Okay? Because your body's gonna be in a weird way. You can knuckle the ball from inside on here. You can knuckle from inside here, and you can even knuckle from this part. In order to teach this properly, what we're gonna do is show you mainly to strike the ball somewhere here. All right, that's gonna be the easiest way for you guys to get that. So I'm gonna turn away from you guys, and as you guys can see, my strike is like this. My body's a bit more straight. When I go to hit it, I hit a little bit underneath, all right? You're not gonna be striking in the middle. You want that ball to come up and to move and knuckle like this. That requires you to go like that, all right? So check out all of the examples that we have shown. In order to know how to do that, everything else stays the same, all right? 1, 2, 3, there, and notice this push-up. It's very important. Watch Gareth Bale. We'll throw clips in here of him taking that shot. When he goes to strike it, he pushes up here. Ronaldo, they all do the same thing. Like that, okay? That's the mini knuckle. So now that you understand how to basically shoot the ball, I want to give you guys a pro trick, pro tip, because this is what you learn from years and years of playing at a high level. You don't always need to land on your kicking foot. What's most important, we get this ball in here, we do whatever move we do, the ball goes out to the side. Now, when we shoot, we just want to keep our entire body angled across wherever we want to shoot. That's it. So what that looks like is this. Notice that I don't really land like this, all right? That's for full power. That is one of the most important things. It's very, very similar to the ping. It gives us better accuracy. So instead of blasting and landing on our kicking foot, like that, across our body, angling our body out to the side like this, gives us perfect accuracy, and we can nail it.
Able to get a shot away, and it's a glorious goal!
Now, increasing your power is a whole other thing. Once you have good technique, you have to understand when to employ this powerful shot. When you're running towards the goal, when your momentum is moving towards the goal, you will have more power. If you lean back, if you're off balance, if you don't hit the sweet spot, you will not get power on your shot, all right? So do not ignore the principles of good shooting to increase your power, to the mystical powers of Ronin. The mystical powers we are discussing, my friends, are the few little exercises that you have to do if you want your muscles to work for you. You only have a few muscles. You're well aware that if you work out your shoulder, your shots aren't gonna be, is this a secret? Do you work out your shoulders to get better at shooting? No, you don't. Obviously you do not, all right? We need our hip flexors good, we need our hamstrings good, we need our quads to be excellent. The next best thing that you can do is grab a band. Your hip flexors will thank you, right? Building stability in your hips, your knees, and your ankles is going to change the way that you shoot. Most players want to avoid these things. The greatest thing is that it has two benefits. The more stable you are, the more resistant you are to injury, and the stronger and better your shots will be. Take a look at this list right here, my friends. You want to get good at shooting? You want to have more shooting power? Consistent, persistent training of these right here will take you to the promised land. Watch this toe poke crossbar. Toe poke crossbar, boom! We can cut it out, doesn't matter. The only thing that matters is if the ball goes in the net. What's gonna give you the best advantage to do that? Placement. If you never played the game and you had to describe to someone how to score, it's their first day. They actually think that they can still play football with their hands, even though it's called football. You would teach them how to pass. Why? Because you can pass the ball into the net. You can bend the ball into the net. You can curl it with the outside of your foot. But the one thing you don't need to do is have a massive amount of power. Most goals are scored inside the box. That is the very first thing you need to know and understand when you are going out to training. Are you just smashing the ball with no desire to put it in the top corner in there? Do you really want to get better at shooting? Then when you come out, you decide it's repetition, repetition, repetition. Choose your corner. I'm going this side, and then for the next 5 minutes, everything is going there. Do it at game pace. It does not matter if you miss. You just take your shots. It comes in, boom, again, there. All right, all of that is going to get you the repetitions that you need. Do it, and ball. If you stop worrying about your shot power, you will start to slow down. And by slowing down, you will realize you have more options available to you. That's the whole point that we want. You don't have a lot of time in the box, but you have more time than you think, especially if you're training your technique, which you know here at Goluremi is the one thing we say you have to do. Once I slow down and see, if I don't smash it, this is gonna sound crazy, guys, but maybe I got this. Maybe you got the good old toe poke. We got a whole tutorial on the toe poke. Yes, that's right, we did a tutorial on the toe poke. You think you know how to toe poke, but you don't. We might do another one of those soon. Please, for the love of God, come out to training. Somebody throws you a ball, and if you're this guy, what is that? Why didn't you bend down? Why didn't you do this? Why? Because it's shocking to you in the game, right? No, you need to be able to get the ball from way over there, boom, take it, there. All right? It's nothing but a matter of repetition. Do that and you win. Last but not least, guys, if you are getting ready to have a one-touch shot on goal, you absolutely do not need to be worrying about your power. Redirect the shot. All this will come available to you the second you start to slow down. It's a mental thing. Once you slow down, you can redirect the ball. If the pass comes into me here, all I know is that I need to redirect it back this way, right? The goalie's moving this way. If I put it back that way, it's great. Or maybe if the ball comes in slower, I know I can put it down like this, all right? All of these things are gonna happen from repetition and from you taking a second to think, all right, what's gonna happen? I'm checking in, coming here. Maybe I have time to take a touch. If you're only thinking about the smash, that's all you're gonna get, all right? Start to change your game. Start to change the way that you think, and this will change everything for you. We talk to Cristiano, we talk to Messi. Listen, Goluremi Nation, we will have exclusive interviews with players in the top 5 leagues, La Liga, Bundesliga, EPL, Serie A. Yes, we will have Liga 1, okay? No, it's not gonna be on YouTube. It's not on YouTube, it's on Goluremi Nation. It's a members only group. The link is in the description. You get access to our Discord server, all right? You get discounts in the store, you get free giveaways. Guys, we're giving away stuff that you will never, ever be able to get. Listen, this is the premier place for all players that actually wanna get better at the game. Link is in the description. Okay, like, comment, subscribe, dude. Later, we'll see you later. You mother...